I'm here with Rebecca Rusch at the La Ruta race on the eve of the first day of action. Rebecca, last year you got third, and I know you learned a lot from that whole experience, and here you are again.
I am.
So tell us what brought you back for another year of racing.
It was a really last-minute decision. I hadn't planned on coming back to this race this year. Leadville was kind of the main goal, and a few weeks ago, some friends started asking me. I was like, the weather started turning cold in Idaho, and
right.
So I kind of came back for a couple of reasons. One, I really like to, improve my ranking at this race, and I feel like each year I'm learning a little bit more, and I feel like it's the kind of race where experience pays off.
Sure.
And I also kind of a winter camp, a week of really hard, 4 days of really hard riding before we go into the snow in Idaho, and so it's kind of a training camp, and also, obviously I'm a competitor, so.
Sure.
But I hadn't really been planning on it. It's very last minute.
Excellent. So I know Louise is also here, and she's a past winner several times and a very experienced competitor as well. Do you think she is your toughest competition here, or are you keeping an eye on anybody else?
Well, they don't call her La Ruta Lou for nothing. She's totally got this course styled. She's raced here, I think, 9 times.
Wow.
And she's definitely the one. Anytime you come to La Ruta, she's the one who kind of sets the bar.
Right.
But I've also heard a girl, Adriana Rojas from Costa Rica. She's one of the best riders in Costa Rica. I just found out that she's here as well. She's also a specialized rider. And then any race like this, there's always unknown people that you've never heard of, you've never met.
Yeah.
So I don't really count them out. But Louise will be a really good gauge for me. I've been behind her the past 2 years, so if I can stay in contact and close with her, then I'll know that my race is going pretty well. Great.
Is there any one thing from last year that sticks out in your mind that you learned that you're going to change or do differently this year?
I definitely I need to race a little harder when I'm alone.
Okay.
I got a little bit lost, I think day 2 last year, where I was alone for a long time, and there were no time splits, and it sort of feels like there's nobody else on the race course.
Yeah.
And then I finished that stage to find out, I was just a few minutes behind Louise and Angela, and it was just like, I wish I'd known that. So I just really want to keep my head in the game. It's a really, really long race, and you're out there for hours and hours and hours, but try to maintain that focus and remember that, every second does count, and it can come down to minutes and seconds.
Great. Well, we look forward to having you ladies race out there tomorrow, and we'll be following it all week. Thanks a lot. Bye.